I'm having a wonderful day. That's why I like to live. It's a blessing for me. Say energy to be on me. Cause I'm having a wonderful day. Hey, hey. I'm having a wonderful day. That's why I like to live. It's a blessing for me. Say energy to be on me. Cause I'm having a wonderful day. Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Keeping It Real and Peep Game TV team collaboration. I'm your man Shadi Ali, aka SRD, with my main man Jay Sean, aka Mr. F Love,
What's
and we're
good?
expecting to co-host our 17th Ave family member Malai Minhaj.
You supposed to. You see him in the Facebook thing yet? I mean,
Nah, I don't see him yet. I'm waiting for him to pop up. Yeah, we know you guys could have been guys and girls, guys and ladies could have been anywhere, but we thankful you took some time out today to spend with us on this March 26th, Thursday evening. Yeah, so what's new, brother? What happened? You can't hear you now. What's going on? Yeah, you mute. Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah, experiencing some operational difficulties. So, bear with us. We trying to work the kinks out. It happens once in a while. What's happening, man?
now I can hear. Every time somebody texts me, it seems like my sound is going out. I'm not gonna mess with that no more.
Yeah. When you touch it, when you try to answer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just let them go ahead, man.
I ain't gonna do it no more.
Yeah, because it's disconnecting you.
I don't
Yeah,
understand
yeah. So, what's new, brother? How was your week?
that. Shoot, I was man. Last time we was out here, it was just I was the first day I was feeling this cold, and after Thursday night. It just kind of turned really after Friday night because I did my show Friday. So
Right.
really after Friday night, it kind of turned up on me for a couple of days, and think like yesterday I just kind of start feeling like myself a little bit, you know. So thank God for that.
Yeah, I see you.
You see
I'm
him on
trying.
there
Yeah, yeah.
now.
I'm
You go.
trying to.
You see at the
I'm,
bottom. You see all them things at the bottom.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hit one. Hit. I think the one that looked like two squares connected at the corners. I think, and then you will see his name. You just hit add. One of them at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him in. Trying to see.
You see it. You see it. You hit the button down there, and then the name people that viewing came up. Then you hit, and then you'll see his name and say add. Or he can also send a request if he
Yeah,
probably want.
send me a request, Malai.
You don't
No,
see it at the
yeah,
bottom though. What you see?
nah, I don't see nothing to.
You don't see what? Don't you see some emblems at the bottom or something? At the bottom of your live
Yeah, I
face.
see it.
It's like a box.
Yeah, I done got out of it now, man.
Oh, if you
It's
hit that little box, you
I
will
don't
see.
see no box. I,
Nah.
Nah. I just see I see the person with share the broadcast. I don't see no box.
Nah, whenever I do Facebook Live, that's how I bring people in my live every week. I just
Okay,
click
let me
out.
see. Let me see. If I could get him in. Uh, all right, I sent him an invite. So
Yeah. That's what you do.
yeah, send him an invite.
Yeah, that's it. And when he accepted, he'll come up live.
Okay. All right, I sent you the invite. I sent you the invite, Malai.
That computer stuff for the young people.
Yeah, I sent him the invite. You got the invite.
You sent it right.
Yeah. You got the invite, brother. Just gotta
Now
press.
he gotta figure out how to accept it.
Yeah. You gotta just accept the invite. You should be able to come on after that. Yeah.
But
So
but after that, like 3 days, I mean, like I even went to the emergency room one night, and
yeah.
yeah, I was having like I was like real weak, and it felt like I was having trouble breathing a little bit. So I was like, let me go to emergency room, and they gave me like a breathing treatment and something that made me feel better. And yesterday I just started feeling a little better, and then today I feel a little better. So I think I'm like at about 75%. So they got some mean bugs going around, man. You got to be careful.
Yeah. Last week, I was yeah, I just sent something to you. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening for with
He
it.
don't see it.
He said he don't see anything popping up.
Uh, Add him or send it or add him again or something like that.
Well, he right there. He right there.
He at the top, right?
Yeah. But I sent it. It
You hit add.
yeah.
Yeah, you say add him to the live, and then he should. Once you hit add him to the live, he should come
Well,
on the
it
live.
said invite him. It
Invite him,
said
invite him,
invite.
add him. Yeah.
It's an invite. Did you go into your message? Yeah, go into your message and see. Cause he coming up, but he not. Normally when they come up, I can just press on it and
Yeah,
bring him in. But he's
yeah,
not even. I can't even do that with him.
yeah. Because you did it before.
Yeah, yeah. He's not even coming in like that.
Soon as you send that invite, if he accepted, he should come on the live. He should be able to pop up on the live.
Well, he got to look in his.
I should have, I should have tried to figure that out beforehand. That's what I should have did. Should
Try it again. I saw something. Try it again.
Wait, I know. I'm gonna see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know what I'll do.
Yeah, I see him giving me the.
You his friend on Facebook, right? Huh?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Oh, he
me?
got
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. There you go.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
You had to call you in. I had to hit you up on Messenger, man. What's good, man?
Was good,
How
yeah.
you doing?
Good. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Since I couldn't, because you wouldn't pop up no other way, so I should just go try message.
How he on there?
He called me through the message. I accepted him on the message.
And it's on Facebook?
Well, yeah. I mean, now we just saw a message, so I don't know if
It should be on Facebook because we on Facebook, so it should be on your live.
Yeah. So hopefully it's on the live.
No, I don't think it's on Facebook.
Oh, it switched off then.
Yeah, because
So it just became just a phone call. Yeah, because somehow it when I sent you the request, it didn't come to you. And normally, normally when people pop up, I normally can just invite them. I, like like Floyd just came up. I was able to invite him.
It ain't doing for me. I don't know what's up with that.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
it ain't
that,
doing that for me.
them computers is funny. So you want them to call this phone and do it from this phone in for you could be live on Facebook, or you gonna keep it like that? Cause
Yeah,
that's
because we missed.
that's where your audience at, right?
Yeah. So I guess you could try to call Jay Sean and try to get on.
Yeah, let me call you.
Call that number I gave you,
Yeah.
Malad. That number I gave you.
Call the number that he gave you.
I got you, peace.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that.
Yeah, because it's.
That was crazy.
Yeah, because I got to go back now because the live podcast
Might
it
have to
ended.
start. Probably got
Yeah,
to
I got
start.
to do it
Probably got to
again.
start it all over again.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, we good now. All right. Yeah, we gonna run it like that. Cause he's starting his Facebook over though, cause it blinked out. So give him a minute. It's always some technical difficulty, you know. And
Yeah, see.
that goes on and on forever. I think it's the devil.
Oh yeah, well, it definitely be at work, man. Definitely be at work.
Yeah, you right about that. How you been though, man?
Man, I've been chilling, man. Yeah, I've been cooling out. I got to get off here at 8:45, but I've been chilling though.
All right.
Yeah, I was trying to. I was hoping we'd have been on the joint, but
yeah, I know we was having. I don't know. Shy, you ain't signed back on yet.
It won't let me now.
It won't let you sign on to Facebook.
Yeah, mine's is frozen now for some reason.
Oh, it froze up on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me do this.
It's always something.
Yeah, this there'd be a lot of technical difficulties.
Yeah, you know, like we not really like computer literate as the young people is. You know, they know more. They know more about it, but you know anyway. But what's going on with the movement you got in Virginia?
Man.
You still in the movement?
Yeah, I'm still doing my thing out here, man. And you know, I just did an interview with Mama Ali. Just last weekend, got got a lot of things going on. Doing some get ready to take a freedom ride. A lot of stuff. A lot of different stuff.
A freedom ride.
Yeah, yeah. Me and like 50 other dudes that's been incarcerated. We're gonna get on some buses from Richmond to Alabama.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. A freedom ride. I like that.
So elaborate for those of us who don't really get what that means.
Yeah.
A freedom ride. What is that? What does that actually entail?
Well, like a lot of times, brothers and sisters be getting out of the penitentiary, and people have this illusion that we free. But our ancestors went through a lot with segregation and debt peonage and things like that, in which the freedom ride that Martin Luther King created was a kind of an embellishment of legacy that we kind of left behind. You know what I'm saying? And we done dropped it off. So it's like when people come home from prison now, we don't look at it as bondage. We look at it like a celebration. And what we wanted to do was kind of bring people back to the common knowledge that, you know what I'm saying, the interpretation of what you're thinking is freedom is not freedom. And when you have people continuously being kept to debt peonage, you get out of prison and you can't get a job, you can't get education, you can't get health care, you can't. There's a lot of things you can't. It's over 41,000 reasons why you can't. And, a lot of people ain't in touch with that reality. You know what I'm saying? And we forget that they still have us bonded. So the Freedom Ride, we doing it with an organization called White Men Against Racial Injustice. So it's 50 of us and 50 of them. And we getting on the bus and we driving from Richmond, stopping for 7 days. From Richmond, Virginia, stopping at, landmarks and things like that, all the way to Alabama. And we're gonna build on the issues and build on inner self and understanding the things, the lines that are so blurred, with white America and black America.
50 white men and 50 black men?
50 white men and 50 black men and women.
That's dope.
Black men and women, all of the black men and women have been incarcerated. they have been in slavery. A majority of all of them have done over at least 10, 15 years.
Okay, and what about the white individuals? Have they done any time, or they just
the white
humanitarians?
That's White Men Against Racial Injustice. They're not all of them are rich, but they all are white, and of course they have white privilege, regardless of their status, economically, financially. And so they have come together, like they support 501c3 organizations, boots on the ground. They're nationwide. They got over 600 members. And you know what I'm saying? They've been supporting my man out here since he's been home. And we actually met them. He met them through Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is his best friend. They grew up together. So it's like they've been helping with providing, promotions and things like that. But it's also been a journey of bringing, crossing the lines and talking about the real hard issues. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
And it's more or less.
I like that's def. But look, we back on Facebook, right?
Yeah, we back on.
So everybody who got we had a technical difficulty, but we back, and we got one of our 17th Ave brothers out here, Malai, D Hands, he blessing us with his presence tonight on the show, and maybe this is first time tuning in. I don't know if he's familiar with what we do on the show, but if not, we're gonna break him in today, Sha. So look, my first question, Sha, ask Malai my first question that you would have asked me. We'll let Malai
Oh,
break the ice. So what we do,
okay.
Malai, I I get three questions that I ask him, and he get three questions that he asks me, and then we
All right,
both we both the question that I ask him, I give my opinion, but after he give his
right,
opinion. So
right.
the question that he would that I gave him to ask me, I'm gonna let him ask you first.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Oh, okay. So basically, this question, you saying, uh, why are we the last one to remain in marriage, other than uh, behind Asians, Hispanic, and whites?
Yeah,
So we are the most divorced
right.
behind everybody, basically. So why are we the most divorced, and why are we the last to hold on to marriage,
You
other
heard?
than any other ethnicity,
Yeah,
basically?
yeah, I hear. I
Okay.
hear. Alhamdulillah. Man, that's a very very intriguing, great question. One of the things I always exemplify is marriage. Like I've been a married man most of my life, especially coming out of the prison, out of prison. Um, and one of the things I always strive to encourage young men and the youth, and young sisters is that we have to reestablish the institution of marriage in the Afro American or Afro African community. When I say that, I'm not just talking. When I say Afro African, I ain't talking about just as we see black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Latinos. I'm talking about everybody who's of black origin. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the institution in itself, as far as it goes for us, has been systemically broken purposely. So you know what I'm saying, when you think of how we came here as product, we weren't meant to be a civilized community or nation of people. So the institution and frames of marriage were never supposed to be envisioned with us being an example or exemplifying that. We were never meant to be um, in bondage of marriage with one another when we were brought to these lands. So there's a great deal of psychological damage when you start talking about why the black family is at the bottom of marriage institution. Because when you start circumventing that, you also come to realize that a lot of the stigma that they project on our people are also false. Because in the presence of statistics showing that black families, we don't quote unquote the traditional marriage, but when you look at the overall presence of black love in our community, you see it very much strong. Our sisters supporting brothers and brothers stepping up supporting the sisters. That's one of the reasons why I created my DBA men's group, to exemplify men taking back the position of, providing, maintaining, and protecting our women and supporting our women so that as we thrive, our women thrive as being our backbone, and then we enlighten our youth who become the stars to leading us in leading the generations to follow. So when we start thinking about marriage, there's a lot of things that we have to really, really honestly have that thorough conversation of what contributed to it and what can we do to resolve it.
That's that. I like that. That's it. Um, I think that was a good summary of it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That I let me I'm gonna touch on it real quick. I think when it comes to why we the last to stay married, in 2026, behind the Asians and Hispanics and the whites, I I think that it was like more systematic. I think it started like they started. breaking the families up, maybe like in the '60s when when the welfare came out and they start telling us that like they start telling you telling them that you didn't really need a man in the household, in order to get food stamps and stuff like that, and the government became the black man. You know what I mean? And and more and they just started they more of um because if you think about it, in the '60s, black marriage was big. When we think about our grandparents, the fifth, maybe the '40s, the '40s, the '50s, the '60s. I think it just started really falling apart. Maybe like from maybe like I'll say from maybe '65, this 1970s and up. That's when it started breaking apart. When they started feeding us the government help, government assistance. If you didn't have a black a man in your household, and then they came along dropping the crack down. That was the second um that was their second organized plan to destroy, even though it backfired on them too. You know what I mean? Because the drugs trickled into the white neighborhoods. But me, I just think that it was organized and systematically done to separate the black families into where where it is right now, when divorce is at a all time high. That I just wanted to touch on that real quick. What you think, Sha?
Well, for me, I'm anti basically European standards, you know, and I think a lot of times when it comes to us, as Malai said, we kind of lost control. We kind of lost control. So marriage has different meanings for different people. And I think because we don't discuss marriage ahead of time prior to getting married,
Mm-hmm.
many times once a person get married, it's not what they expected, and they bail
Right.
out because they had a whole different concept of what marriage was to them.
Right.
And I think that's something that is necessary for us to start, discussing, start really laying it on the table of what marriage is, and why it's important to our communities, because it's important to the
Right.
communities because it breeds family, it breeds
Right.
commitment, it breeds unity, so those things, and commitment, words that when I was younger, I didn't care too much for when it came to, you know, relationships, other than the relationships that I had, previously, like in the streets, I was committed. I was loyal to them. So it came to a point where switching that all around to the woman in your life, to the lady in your life, that was something that was difficult. And because there's not, in my opinion, many of us who have long years and basically advocate about what it is to be marriage and what you go through within marriage, I think it's the younger generation is definitely shying away from it. So I think it's
Oh.
necessary for us to try to bring it back, because you know what. Well, I'll answer that when with the next question. So I don't want to even go into that. The other question.
um, um, well, the next one was uh, You want to answer it first, Shah?
Nah, give me the question. Give me the question. Give me the question. Give
Get
me the question.
shoot it to
My
you.
question.
Are we as African Americans and black people truly equal in all aspects within the American society?
And this question kind of goes along with what Malai was saying. You know, since the Europeans have made America 1776 when America became America, and when naturalization in 1790 was when we were adopted as a people, we lost more than we gained. And I want to share something with people, so that they can really kind of comprehend where I'm going with it. All right, so colonization. We've been colonized, and even though slavery ended, colonization still alive and well. And colonization, the definition is the process of a group of people settling in new territory and establishing control over it, often displacing or dominating the indigenous population. Historically associated with European expansion from the 15th century to the 20th century, often involving economics, exploitation, culture imposition, and political control. So I say that to say one of the most important things for us right now is we have very little political control, and the political and the other thing is this, the other word is sovereignty. And sovereignty is the supreme authority of a state to govern itself without external interference. My opinion, until we as a people become sovereign, we're always going to be struggling for equality. Why? Because, as Malai said, when this was put together, when this country was put together, it wasn't put together to make it equal for us as a people. Why? Why do you think we were separated? We were separated because at the end of the day, the beginning and the middle, the economic development and social status comes with those who make the laws, those who takes jurisdiction. And because we don't really make the laws, we get a chance to vote. But even at voting, you know, when it comes to the Senate, there's about 3 senators right now. That's African American or black. 3 senators. Okay. When it comes to the House of Representatives, there's 60. So
Hey,
now,
Shot,
go ahead.
shot,
pardon me.
shot. A brother don't got too long. He only got the 8:45.
Okay, go ahead.
No, that was a good bill. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did what you're saying, in the sovereignty of any nation starts with, their sustainment of the state of their hearts, with knowing and understanding who their Lord is. Because justice is the only manufacturer of restructuring inequality. Justice. And and without justice being administered, there is no equality. There's not a human being on this earth that's equal in no substantiated way. There's no person on this earth that's equal. But what creates the equality is the justice that is administered. The justice where if I am taller than you and I'm looking at a softball game over a fence and you can't see because I am taller than you. So how do I solve that? Or I go find something, a crate or something for you to stand on so that it allows you to what? Have the same equality of visualizing the game as I do, right?
Right.
So that now I've established justice. So now, when we come to the gate, you don't have a problem visualizing the game, just like I don't have a problem visualizing the game. So when we equate and we bring in justice into the existence of a civilized society here, that's the only way equality is going to be. But I tell people all the time, and I'm trying to be quick, I tell people all the time, we can't demand justice from others upon us until we first establish justice upon ourselves. And this is the deterrence from us becoming a sovereign nation, because we don't go to the primary issues. We want to surface resolve things. We want to resolve things that are just on the surface. When as a people, we have to resolve things that are internal, which deal with our heart. We were enslaved. We still enslaved. People fail to realize that the system of slavery upon us right now today is that peonage. That's why you see 80 to 9% of African or Afro-American people of any distinction of color are under some type of supervision, whether it be community supervision or correctional supervision. So this right here is the installment and the tool and measure of slavery that we exist in right now in the day. I'm on for parole and probation, but I still can't get a job to provide for my family. If I don't become, even if I become an entrepreneur, there are limitations to even me expounding in the levels of entrepreneurship that I want, because of the many, clutches that they keep held on us to hold us down. And this is one of the problems. We have to start establishing justice amongst ourselves, and then we can demand justice from others. And until we do that, we're going to continue to experience inequality, and not just from those who are foreign to our community and our nation, but even to those who are intimate to us. So I enjoy the conversation, bro. I love y'all, man.
Love you
I gotta
too,
go
man.
because I thought we was gonna be on the phone. I got another appointment. I got one of my mentees. I got to build with him and his family.
Hey, you welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome to come back, brother.
Man.
You're welcome to come back, and because we
man,
didn't get a chance to
I'm
really.
always trying to acknowledge y'all, man, because we family, bro. Yeah. And big ups also to Medina Coleman. He be doing this thing too.
Yeah.
Big ups to Medina, man. I love y'all, man, and we family.
Right.
And anything I could do to keep promoting, Peep game and the real talk, because hey, Jay Sean, you gave me you to put me on the game, so I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put me on the game, so you the one got me involved,
Right.
But I love y'all, man. We family. Yo,
we
y'all
love
stay
you
up,
too,
stay
brother.
strong.
Hey, yo,
love to all the family.
Anything you want to tell the people before you leave, like where anything they could your information or your
Oh yeah. Well, you can check me out on Instagram there's a few locations on Instagram. I have Community United Focus on Instagram. I have Men's Group United on Instagram. And I also have Minhaj_Malai. That's all, those the 3 platforms on Instagram. And then I got Facebook, Community United Focus. And I have Men's Group United on Facebook. And I also have Derek Hansford, in parentheses, Malai Hansford, on Facebook. You can call me if you're trying to call me about the realness and not be jiving and faking moves. You can call me at 757-589-9938. That's 757-589-9938. Yo, it's love with me out here. Mm-hmm. So if you coming out here, you from up top from New Jerusalem, you coming out here, come and holler at me. If you want that right vibe, come and holler at me, man. I'm in the vibe. I love my people.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Yo, oh, hey, before I go, man, salute to all my family, man. 17th Ave, yo, y'all know what it is.
You know?
Yo, man, all my people back in PET, New Jerusalem, my people in North, yo, I love y'all, man. I wouldn't be the man. I wouldn't be the man I am, and I not, lived and was born and raised in Patterson, New Jerusalem. But I love it out here in Divide too, man. Big ups to Norfolk and Virginia Beach, man. Newport News, Portsmouth, Hampton. Yo, it's jumping out here. I love it, man.
All right, Malai.
I gotta go, man. I love y'all, man.
I love you too.
All right, don't forget, you got the book, brother? Did you get the book?
Nah, hey, look, I didn't get the book, but I do want that book, man. I got it. You got it. Eddie. I'm gonna get that book. Matter of fact, I was sharing with my daggone director, man, how I put your book on a list for some books I'm trying to get in the library up there.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up.
Yeah, I did that the other day, man. Like, cause we was sitting down. I'm trying to get some funds together to get these books, but I'm definitely trying to get that on the shelf in the library in the jail, man. You know.
All right, that's what's up.
All right. I love y'all, man. I gotta
love
go,
you
man.
too, brother. One.
All right, peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, when we get to meet up.
Yeah, definitely. We get to
talk to
vibe,
people, and talk to people that we knew. Because I didn't even really know him. Shareem used to always tell me about him. Before I even met him.
Oh, okay.
Shareem used to always tell me, because I'm like, yo, where you at? You like, yo, I'm hanging with D Hand. Like, where? Like, School 24. Like, yo, he the Latin killer. Like, like he, what I mean? He was good with them. He was good with them Hispanic women. That's
well, yeah. He had got the language down pat. He was able to speak the language to a degree.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that helped.
Like, he got all the Spanish women, man. That's what Shareem used to tell me all the time. He got all the Latin women. Then when I met him, he was cool. He always was cool, man. Cool dude, real, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But where we at?
Yeah, well, we was on that question, and I was. It's kind of what it ties into your question too. Your last question.
My second one.
No, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's go to your second question because I wasn't able to expound the way I would have liked to on that question, but we'll leave it for now.
All right. What on yours?
Yeah, no, we're gonna go to your second question.
Okay.
We already at 43 minutes.
Okay.
Why do you think Jews prosper so much after the Holocaust, but we didn't as much after slavery?
I was listening to some people argue about that. That's why I put that question up there. I was listening to some people argue about that. That dude that got killed. What's my man that got shot in the neck? Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah.
So he was arguing with this black. Well, he wasn't arguing with the black guy. He was debating with him. And the black young student was saying something about slavery, and we was brought here against our will, 400 and something years ago, and we never got reparations, and how the government is against us, and and all that stuff like that. So the white dude, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, he hit the young black student, Texas college student, with Cause see, I don't take sides. I go, I view everything. So he hit the young black dude with, well, why is Jews so prosperous? He said because during Holocaust, uh, I think that was 60 years ago or 80 years ago, 60 years ago, Holocaust, Hitler killed. He almost wiped out their whole race. He killed half the Jews in the world. So, due to knowledge, if the Germans, Hitler killed half the Jews in the world 60 years ago, 80 years ago, how is it now that they are more prosperous than not just black people, than a lot of people? When half of their race was almost exiled during Holocaust. So, all the stuff that happened to black people during slavery and how most of the time we still holding on to it and stuff like that. And the young black brother told him that's because they got their reparations. Um, they got they help from the government to build themselves back up. They got help after the Holocaust, and we didn't get it after slavery. Um, I don't know. Uh, if he would have asked me that, he would have stumped me with that, because that was a good one. And he was like, "Well,
Yeah,
if Hitler killed half the Jews in the nation in the world, he killed half of them. He wiped out half of them. How is it that they on top right now when
I
we
mean,
still talk about slavery?" So I'm gonna pass that question to you.
yeah. All right, let's dissect it. First of all, Jews, the Jewish religion can create more Jews. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it's the one and only religion slash ethnicity where your religion becomes your ethnicity. Two, okay, now let's look at what we call Israel. Israel receives millions of dollars from America like clockwork. You see
yeah.
it. You see it in works now. The other component is, as a Jew, if you're European and you don't wear your yarmulke or your attire, you can blend in and become a part of American society. Whereas an African American or a black person, you stand out. So that means there are, as Malai say, there are certain opportunities that you may be able to capitalize off that African Americans aren't able to. The other component is Jewish be able to utilize their religion slash ethnicity to basically separate themselves and have things just for them. Schools, uh, stores, foods, you name it, they able to have it. So if you're able to do that and not be basically penalized, or you can avoid being penalized by, you know, dressing a certain way or not dressing a certain way. You can build your financial status up until you build your financial and economic status. And most times, what Jews do, they buy whole neighborhoods up from, you know, areas that we once owned. So it's strategic. It's a strategic thing that has been done that allows them to be able to benefit, where a lot of traditions they've been able to hold on to. A lot of our traditions we've got caught up in fad and fashion. So those are the things that causes us the hardship when it comes to being able to uh, prosper. And as far as that, like there's over, maybe, let me see, maybe 1,000. I had did some research about millionaires. There's over 1.5 million black millionaires. 1.5 million millionaires. So we we're making progress. It's just we're not making it, as Malaj said, as a nation. We're making it individually, or we're making it as organizations. You know what I mean? Organizations blow up, but we haven't brought it together nationally. And that's my answer.
Mm. Yeah, it just kind of when during the debate when the white dude said that, it kind of just made me think a little bit. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow, like yo, he got a little point there. But
Right.
anyway, um, it's all just good conversation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's about expanding your mind mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
right.
That's what it's about.
Uh, let me see. We still got time. Let me ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. We got about 8 minutes.
Is there a difference between operating from is there a difference between operating from love versus for love? I don't
Yeah.
really understand
Well,
that.
okay. So let me break it down. When you're operating from love, you're operating based on your emotional connection to someone else.
Okay, from love.
And based on your emotional connection to someone else, you are willing to do things for them just because of that love that you have from from within yourself towards them, you know? Whereas when it's for love, you're operating on a level where it's, when I do this for you, I'm going to expect something back. So for love is, I'm doing it for a reason to get something back. From love is you're doing it just based on what you have inside yourself towards the person. So that's the difference.
Oh,
One, you don't expect nothing back. You're just doing it from your heart, so to speak. You know? Two,
okay.
four, okay, I'm doing this, but look, I want you to, I'm taking you out for dinner, but tomorrow I want you to cook dinner for me. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas from love, I'm cooking dinner for you. I just want you to enjoy it. That's the difference. All right. So I wanted to run through that pretty quick. You know,
Yeah.
I ran, run through that pretty quick. So now that'll get you to your last question because we still got 6 minutes.
All right.
Okay, now this is this you say they say black people take up 13% of America?
Yeah.
America. If so, why is 50% of the crime committed by us or by black people? So they say.
So they allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Um, I used to know the answer to this question. Um, and it's a logical answer. But I knew Malai was gonna be on. That's why I had these kind of questions. But let me see if I can answer this. 50% by black people, 13%. Um, that's because of the situations of our environment. So we might take up 13% of the world, but in that 13%, think about where we living at, in the ghettos, in the hoods. We not in gated communities. We not in tightly uh uh policed areas. So if we in 13% of the world,
You mean the country?
the country, think about Patterson. It's gonna be a lot of crime here. Basically the whole city. But then we got the neighboring towns like Clifton, Ridgewood, towns like that. There's white towns where it's not gonna be crime. So the crime is gonna be high in Patterson. So that's how they why? Because in Patterson we got what? About 8 projects, about what? Over 50 something drug areas. Uh Now I'm not blaming white people for that. It is what it is. We turn areas into drug havens. But I will blame the powers that be because I believe that cops could stop not I believe that cops could stop crime whenever not all the crime, but I believe cops could stop crime when they want to. Now I'm in Patterson, you grew up in Patterson. I'm gonna make this short because I know we don't got that much time. We grew up on 17th Ave, right? We sold drugs on 17th Ave. We drunk out there. We fraternized. We gambled. We did a lot of stuff out there, right? Suppose if the mayor of Patterson would have put a cop car right smack in the middle of 17th Ave, like where your house at, where the gates where Red and them live at. Suppose the cop car would have been parked there. Check me out now. Suppose if a cop car would have been parked there with 2 police officers. Hello?
All right, you had broke up.
Okay.
You had
I
froze.
have froze. But imagine if a cop car would have been there every day, Sha. Parked there, right there, with 2 cops in it. You think we would have been able to do what we did there? We wouldn't have, right? We would have had to move somewhere else, right?
Right.
Then what? They put a cop car there. What I'm saying is, crime, not all of it, but crime can be controlled if they want it controlled. They don't want it controlled. It's organized slavery. Jail is organized slavery. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's just like medicine. I remember I was talking to Rashawn Dixon one time. He saw me in the park walking. years ago, maybe 15 years ago, and I was telling him, I'm trying to get my blood pressure down. He was like, "Yo, Jay, you could get your blood pressure down and get off that medicine." I said, "I've been on the medicine forever." He said, "Yo, the doctors they not gonna tell you could get off the medicine, but you could get off the medicine." So it fuck with me. The next time I went to my doctor, I asked the doctor, "Can I ever stop taking blood pressure medicine?" You know what she told me?
What?
No. She said, "No, you can't never stop taking this medicine." When you know that if you live right, eat right, I mean, of course, if it's hereditary, it's hereditary. But if you live right and you eat right and you lose weight and you exercise, you know that you don't need high blood pressure medicine.
Right.
So what I'm saying, they treat a disease. They don't cure it. They treat it. Just like with the crime, the world they they keep crime available because it's money. The jails is money. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's why I said we can only have 13% of the world, but we commit 50% of the crimes because it's how the world is malfactured. You know what I mean? You don't got 20 projects in Clifton, but you got about 20 in Patterson or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And projects breed crime. Bad areas breed crime. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. So anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
got the last thought. You got the
yeah.
last.
No, I hear what you're saying, and it's if you are in a congested area, sure you're more likely
Congested. Yeah.
to to get into situations that can create uh, some criminal activity. Because if in Patterson you got 200,000 people in an 8 mile radius, and
Right.
in Clifton you only have 4,000 people, of course the place with 200,000 people gonna have more crime because it's 200,000 people in one area. So
Mm-hmm.
of course there's going to be more crime because there's more people, even though across America we are lower in numbers.
Right.
Basically, statistics say that it's we about 47 million, 47 million of us,
I don't know. I lost count. Yeah.
47 to 50 million of us in this land. So I mean, and then there's like so statistics say there's a 500,000 of us incarcerated. You know,
Yeah.
however, like I mentioned, when it comes to being in politics, when it comes to being in the House of Representatives, there's only 60 of us out of 47 million. There's only 60 people in the White House representing us. But in the prison, it's almost a 500,000. So draw that up. And we'll end it with that. So the day we'll end it with that. Let people think about that. You know? So that's something for us to all think about. Are we being properly represented in the White House compared to the prisons? If it's 47 million of us, and there's only what, three senators? Come on.
That's
So
black.
yeah. So come on, how that's gonna work? How politics gonna work for us? It's not gonna work for us. We need our own politics, our own political party. That's my say on it. But let the people know, what
Oh
they can
yeah.
do tomorrow, brother.
Uh. Tomorrow, y'all come on about 9:45. I'll be on TikTok and Facebook Live doing my thing on the Keeping It Real. Yo, and if you ain't here but have a chance yet, go on my Facebook page and listen to my audio videos. Keeping It Real with Jay Sean, Unfiltered Life Diaries. They on my Facebook page, and then my Facebook group is 4 episodes. Go on there, like it, leave a comment. Uh, and tomorrow, me on Facebook. I mean, on my podcast. I got a couple of topics we gonna talk about. Like one of them is no ring, no obligation. Like what you think about that? No ring, no obligation. I'm not gonna give them all away, but that's one of the topics we'll be talking about tomorrow.
Okay.
No ring, no obligation. Is that true or isn't it true?
that's that's a good one, and I guess that depends on the individuals and what they're willing to do.
Hey,
My
yo,
point
can
of view.
can you be can you no ring? Can you really be blamed? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, hey, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
yeah,
And thank you guys and girls and ladies
it,
for taking the time to spend with us.
yeah.
For that we're grateful. We know you could have been anywhere, so
Did
we're
you did,
thankful that you took
did
the time to be with us.
did you get any chance to listen to any of my episodes?
The one I
Or,
saw,
or the
I
one
haven't,
of them,
yeah,
episode
yeah,
one?
yeah. I haven't seen that. That one that came right across my feed.
Oh yeah, I gotta. I don't know what's going on. I gotta share them or something like that. You
Yeah,
talking
because if
about
you
the
got,
first one, episode one?
yeah, I seen that one. Because if you got them in the room, then you got to only go to the room to get them.
I just put them on my Facebook page, but still, I gotta reshare them because they coming from Facebook. I mean, Dre putting them on YouTube or something. So I gotta share them to my page where they open to the public, and stuff like
Okay, so
that.
he putting them unlisted. He putting them
Yeah.
unlisted.
I put out 4 in my group and 4 in Facebook. So I gotta do 4 more. Uh,
Okay.
but I'm having fun with it. I mean,
Hey, that's good, brother. That's good. I'm still working. I'm still promoting with the book, still
hey,
grinding, still coming up with some new stuff to do to promote it.
that's
And
what's up. You
yeah,
got
and
to,
still
man.
yeah, and still waiting to introduce the ebook. The ebook will be coming soon.
That's
Just
what's up. We gotta keep. We still here. We here for a reason.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it.
You know.
So, peace, 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 Kabir. So you know, we love you guys. And to next week, you know,
Peace.
peace.
Oh, one thing before you cut off.
Go ahead.
We gonna start. I gotta. How minds do. Since Malai call his phone. So from now on, I'm gonna give you this phone number to put on the flyer. So if people want to call in, now remember we
We could
talked
have
about the extra phones.
right, right,
So
right,
now, people that come on a lot of times like Shoshana and Nate Sean and and
right.
different people, Kevin and King and just different people who come on the platform. If they want to come on and go live, they could call in. We got a
Okay.
phone. We got a phone now that they could call in on. I meant to
Right.
tell
Yeah.
you that.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's yeah. So we can
Yeah, I'll
like we
send
had
you
a
the number for
conversation.
next week for the flyer. And so if y'all want to come on live, we got a number now for you to call in on
Okay.
instead of
That,
texting.
right, right, right. Yeah, let them call in. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll work. That'll
All
work.
right. All
All
right.
right.
All right. We
Life is
out.
love. Until next time, peace.
Peace. Peace.